In a world where global trade dynamics can often seem like a tangled web, recent developments between the United States and China offer a glimmer of optimism and promise. As the discussions in Washington, D.C. and Beijing unfold, a narrative of hope and potential prosperity begins to emerge, despite the complex backdrop of international diplomacy. At the center of this narrative is the recent agreement between the U.S. and China, a development announced by President Donald Trump. The core of this agreement is China's commitment to open itself up to American business. While this statement may sound broad, it carries with it the seeds of a potentially transformative shift in international commerce. Imagine a scenario where American businesses can truly compete in one of the largest markets in the world, creating a cascade of opportunities not only for businesses, but also for workers on both sides of the Pacific. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent played a pivotal role in these negotiations, which took place in Geneva. The outcome? A temporary easing of tariffs for 90 days, a move that has the potential to alleviate some of the economic pressure that has been building between these two giants. For the U.S., this means a reduction in tariffs on Chinese imports from a staggering 145% to a more manageable 30%. In return, China has agreed to slash its tariffs on U.S. imports from 125% to just 10%. However, it's important to note that not all tariffs are disappearing overnight. Tariffs on cars, steel, and aluminum remain, a point emphasized by President Trump. Yet these negotiations are not the end of the story. They mark the beginning of an ongoing dialogue, with both nations expressing a desire to further advance their discussions. As Bessent noted, I would imagine that in the next few weeks, we will be meeting again to get rolling on a more fulsome agreement. The potential benefits of these developments are significant. For China, easing tariffs could avert the loss of millions of jobs, a prospect that has been looming large over their economy. For the U.S., it opens the door to increased market access, particularly in sectors like agriculture, where American exports could gain a foothold in a massive market. This agreement follows on the heels of another international trade milestone, the U.S.-U.K. trade deal. This deal, while maintaining existing tariffs, has removed some import taxes, particularly on items like steel and cars. The emphasis here is on reciprocity and fairness, principles that are essential to the fabric of international trade. As President Trump highlighted, the deal promises billions of dollars in increased market access for American exports, especially in agriculture, a boon for American farmers. In these developments, we see a tapestry of hope and potential growth. The possibility of increased global cooperation and economic prosperity is within reach, provided that these negotiations continue to advance constructively. It's a time for optimism, where challenges are met with the promise of collaboration and mutual benefit. For those of you tuning in, what are your thoughts on these trade negotiations? Do you believe that these agreements can lead to a more balanced and prosperous global economy? We invite you to share your perspectives in the comments below. And if you're enjoying our in-depth coverage, please consider subscribing to our channel for more updates on global developments. Your engagement helps us bring you the stories that matter most. As we move forward, it's crucial to maintain this momentum of positivity and progress. The path to a more equitable world economy is paved with dialogue and understanding. With continued effort and collaboration, there is every reason to believe that we can build a future that benefits all. So let's keep the conversation going and work together towards a brighter tomorrow.